Right? Now I'm going to finish the end of the day on this. The way we're going to flow, we're going to get some great speakers coming up now. We're going to leave you with a send-off at the end of the day. Do you all realize something absolutely magnificent is happening an hour and 20 minutes from here in October? 2,000 people are coming here, and you guys are at ground zero. I want you guys to realize that we have a benchmark from here to there to where there's not one person in this room should have to go to work at the end of this year. Everybody in this room should have retired jobs or the ability to do so or give that gift to others. You can dunk your job this year with what we're about to do. Anybody game to do that? So it's through. So let me show you a picture of Nikken going to the hole. That's what's coming on. So now that I talked a little bit about our company, we wanted to drive home our business. And our next two speakers before our esteemed El Presidente comes up is John St. John and Liz. And they're going to do something magnificent. But Mr. St. John spoke obviously at our convention. He's one of the highest producers in the company, but one of the kindest gentlemen in the company. The kind of person that the St. John, the kind of people the St. Johns are people that already have the means to live the life that they want. In fact, our next two speakers, a lot of you don't know this, and I'm not saying this to embarrass them. In fact, quite the contrary. Let's just say financially, they're not worried about whether they can get the HBO. I mean, they are set. You know what I'm saying? They're both here. Isn't it fascinating? John was named top custom home builder in the country. Y'all ever met a home builder that's like, man, I can't afford McDonald's? I mean, so he's not here for the money. He's here because of what we do. Where is John? There you are, the St. John's. You guys are here because you love this, correct? And it's something special to you. These folks are out doing stuff with these products. I hope over the next 15 minutes, you just listen to what these things are doing from somebody that's giving this almost in an apostolic way. And then when Liz comes up, somebody that's here validating our business. I'll tell you about her in just a minute. If you want validation of this business model, these next two people are people you would see on the cover of business magazines in the state of Texas without Nikken. These are extraordinary people. So I would like to introduce John and Kathy St. John. I believe John is coming up. This is an awesome couple in Nikken. Would y'all give a welcome to Platinum?
That's the part I have to follow. Dad and I are really honored to be here. It's always a joy to talk about something we love. A lot of them talk about our faith. But our subject today is what led us to this spot. I thought maybe it might be beneficial if you all know the heart of what drove us here. A few years ago, in fact, I'll back it up real quick. In 1994, Kathy and I were members of Nikken, and we didn't see it. We let it go. And time passed. In 2006, I ran across Pat Truax at a business meeting. And he wanted to invest with me, and because he'd done rather well with this company. And to fast forward that, we didn't do that because I saw a recession coming, but I asked him what he did. He said, well, we just change lives. We give information and people have better lives. I thought, well, that's cool. And then he told us about this thing called a wellness home, and I thought, well, that makes sense. I'm a builder, a wellness home, the things, the words kind of went together. And I had a litany of challenges that were taking me down. In fact, when we first became part of Nikken, I was 59. Now that's almost 9 years later, so time does fly when you're having just a lot of fun. But to fast forward that, I said, Pat said, well, listen, we can't make any promises, but we don't heal, cure, or fix. This company has technologies that are so doggone simple. It almost doesn't make sense. He said, sleep better, breathe better, take some nutrition, do some silly things like that. They even have some magnetics for things. He said, we have this thing called performance or recovery or prevention. And I said, I have this arthritis problem. And he said, well, we'll give it a shot. 11 months later, I wasn't suffering from any of the challenges that had been taking me down. I have to tell you from a business aspect, that was huge. And I was thinking about this yesterday when Rick and I had talked and had the opportunity to come here. I said, what did that mean to our family? And I'll get to the most important thing in a minute. But the fact is, from a business point of view, I was thinking about retiring because I was no longer able to do what I wanted to do, being this builder thing. And I love screwing around with building and fixing bricks and stuff. And we've been a little lucky and had some allocates on that. But the point is because I got health back, and not because Nikken heal or fix, because I was smart enough to use some technology researched this for 3 years, and he didn't understand it, but he finally figured out it works real good. Yeah. Okay. But because I got back in the game now, literally hundreds of people have had jobs, and more, the economy has improved for their lives, and they have a hope in the future. That's a huge thing. Can you imagine? That's a big deal. Well, we have a son, Matthew, who for 31 of his years had a very challenging life because of cerebral palsy. When we saw these technologies working for our family, I said, well, maybe it'll help Matthew. Well, the fact is it did. He got his life back, and he's now married, has a 15-year-old daughter, and a lovely wife, and a hope in the future. He didn't have that before. That's priceless. That's absolutely priceless. Who could have ever thought that could happen? So Kathy and I became very passionate. I said, well, why wouldn't we want to share this information? And somebody said, well, why do you do this? I said, why would we not share it? It saved my life. It saved it's given us hope and future, saved our son's life. Every single person that we've been blessed to be around has had a better quality of life because of this company. It's so simple. Some friends of ours, Steve and Marissa Weinheimer from Fredericksburg, are here. And when we were in a bed and breakfast up in Fredericksburg a few years ago, and as a result of that, we came to know the Weinheimers. Steve had a tragic accident happen in his life. He got run over on a motorcycle, like one of those donor cycles. If you have one, you ask Steve. They didn't work out real good. But he was horribly damaged, in fact, more so than you can ever imagine. And when I met Steve and Marissa, they didn't have hope, did they? No, they didn't have hope. Steve was not doing well. And I asked Marissa, I said, I don't know if this information we have would be a benefit to you. But I said, if it was, what would you expect? And she said, if I could get 5% help for Steve, it would be great, because Steve was having challenges just doing things that normal people think are simple. And as a result, a few months later, Steve was speaking, walking, he can work on the computer, he has hope, he has his life back. Will he ever be normal, back like he was? No. But he has hope, he has the ability to do things on his own. He and his wife have a future. This company gave him that. I didn't give it. All I am is a messenger. And they came from Fredericksburg today because they heard that this company is finding itself again. This fact is, we have the world's largest company that focuses on helping people have a better quality life, have decided that they need to reinvent themselves and make it simple, make it easy. They have brought people from all walks of life together, the most amazing minds on this planet, to come up with technologies that we can say, hey, this is cool, you might want to give it a shot. Why wouldn't we want to do that? So for those of you that said, well, why would I want to have a part of this? Let me tell you too from a business aspect, because this is a big deal for me. And I've thought about this a lot lately. Most people, you're trading time for dollars or whatnot. Well, what if you could perform better? What if you could wake up